It's time for a little recap. We'd like to make sure you're ready and primed for Championship Sunday. We're going to just lock into the one match that actually went the distance here, because yesterday was an interesting one for Europe. Shogun, Magnifico versus Saw was the only series that managed to get us to a best of 7.
What an absolutely beautiful time this was. A true day for bottling. This was incredible. We got it from direct after the fact, CJ. What was it that Magnifico spent in the lead here? 4 minutes winning a best of 7. They were in the lead.
7 games. They were in the lead for 4 minutes in total.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
2 minutes of those came in game 7, by the way.
I mean,
that's insane.
They had no right to win this series. All the stats say that this should have been SARS, but that's the beauty of Rocket League. And as you said, Shogun, an all-time bottle job. We had 3-0 leads lost. It was just get a goal, give it up instantly, kick off goals galore, overtimes every single game. It was insane. So that was a great way to start off. And we thought surely we're destined for Game 7 bonanza all through Saturday. But, well, I guess the rest of the teams had other ideas.
But you guys like the new tech for Sa, the techie tech Oz? I'm loving what I'm seeing from him. I like the first top 8 performance from him, and I think he's a great fit for the team moving forward.
No, as you said, I think these two have been looking for someone like this for a while, and Tech Oz is that guy at this point. But I think Shogun said it best. Yesterday, we may have had the most ultimate caster curse ever. The way we started the pre-show, and then Europe's we'll show you what can happen here. So yeah, it was beautiful. It was an interesting day, Shogun. For it, we ended up just going into 2 sweeps right afterwards, and I think we got to talk about that.
So I think, as CJ said, we were looking at that first game. We were just thinking, all right, well, that was one of the sleeper matches today. Surely, as we look for everything else, it's going to be incredible. And it absolutely was, because this was beautiful, Johnny.
I mean, yeah, looking like our own ranked gameplay over there at US West, CJ. I feel like I've seen this before in a couple of these clips. But, yeah, I mean, CJ, thoughts on the level that you're seeing right now on the screen right now?
Just world class all around, just the entire day. Like, no, look, it was poor. I'll say it was an interesting day and not what we expected. But as we said, the
you need to defend this, Johnny.
Defend that one, Johnny.
Defend this.
I have no defense for that. Absolutely none. I'm not defending it. That was the worst kickoff I've ever seen. But no, if Vitality fans, if Gentleman's fans need some copium, I mean, I can see what I can do here to maybe provide you with some. But it's going to be perhaps a bit of a stretch. But yeah, man, it's actually an Exotic. They used to be teammates, so it's actually obviously kind of like defaulted to his old self. Their great pass to his former teammate.
As much as he was,
I feel like he probably just had a bit of a brain fart there. Thought, oh, cool, Exotic in the middle. And yeah, look at Exotic Monkey. I mean, they probably think Drally's just going to 1v3. So don't blame them for leaving the net open, right? Right, guys?
You're Kobe.
Right? No, listen.
You're defending these shots more than any of the actual players were.
Look at the mind game from Juicy, just sending BDS a message. They've just won a game, and he says, you know what? We're going to start 1-0 down, just to send them a message. And look what it did. It didn't work, and they even sent them a message in Game 5 as well, with lots of messages from Juicy there, but none of them reached BDS, who actually won pretty handily.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go and say and apologize of all casters ever for that terrible caster curse that we bestowed upon the region yesterday.
What are you talking about? Why did me and CJ get lumped in on this? We weren't on that pre-show.
Oh, true.
I heard what you had to say for the first series of the day. I heard enough. I think it's just as much you guys to blame. But it's fine. I mean, we didn't put Ixo in there, so I think we're safe. I think we're good. I think we are safe today.
I'm in danger.
Let's take a look at where that world-class play put us on the leaderboards. Coming into today, of course, not much is going to change. But again, Johnny, we do have 2 new faces that are creeping up, and they can lock in some good points if they can get some dubs today.
Yeah, it's Magnifico and Oxygen who are still in the tournament. Vitality are tied with Magnifico and Oxygen just 1 point back. That really leaves all to play for in the final event, but still, I guess, all to play for Magnifico and Oxygen today. Now, they are against the top 2 teams in this weekend's tournament. Karmine Corp BDS have yet to lose, so big test for both these teams today. But even if they do lose, I mean, look at the position they're in. This is phenomenal when you're hunting down that 4th spot.
That is very true. Let's take a look at the bracket where we are sitting now. As you mentioned, we have Magnifico and Oxygen in the top 4 CJ, we questioned whether, after that first open regional, if we're going to have that top 4. We've already kind of touched on it, that no, it looks like it's blown open. But there are 2 teams proving that, hey, at least they're still atop with BDS and K-Corp.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of stability at the top of Europe, but as we saw with the points, what a chance, what an opportunity for Magnifico. Tied with Vitality right now to perhaps get a win over K-Corp. That'd be massive. Get their points on the board as well. We're looking at this major race, Shogun. We've only got 4 teams to the major to Copenhagen, and I'm even looking at some other teams down there for next regional that could even jump in. No one's safe at the top of Europe, so it's exciting.
Why don't we kick off Championship Sunday? Magnifico has an absolute mountain to climb. We'll see if they can make their way into the grand finals, but the blue wall will be standing steady in their way.
Magnifico, this is going to be a massive test for the new squad.
The statistics for Karmine Corp are absolutely insane. 24th Championship Sunday in a row. But hold the phone, blow the whistle, ref. Magnifico 1-0.
We analysed all the kickoffs on the pre-show. Johnny had a look at them, sneaking it past 2 players on Karmine Corp in 2 seconds. Magnifico dream of.
Well, it's the debut at this point in the tournament. He's made RCSs before, but never the semi-finals. Yeah. That's when the pressure ramps up. When you start meeting teams like Karmine Corp in every game pretty much, and that's what you can see. That response is fairly instant.
There's a great pass too from Atto over to Rise, who pops it, then immediately goes for the man and leaves it open for Vati.
Plenty of teams hoping that Magnifico lose this one. That opening goal won't be what they would have wanted, but they have been performing well so far, Magnifico, asking 1 or 2 questions from Karmine Corp. Here's another one. Top shoots. Atto, so composed, but he does get demoed. It could be 2-1, but Tira through the smoke. A little bit of chaos for Karmine Corp, and that might be Magnifico's best hope here.
Vatira, pure guesswork as the fire and flames erupt around him. That demo shutting off any visibility. Atto pings it midfield from the push towards his own half. And we've seen a lot of damage being done from players' backboards, let alone from the ceiling. Vatira, a dagger.
Yeah, he's watching Stizzy like, oh, you fancy yourself to get a ceiling pinch, do you? Well, not when I'm here. We'll turn that into a dunk for the blue wall.
To make lands frequently, if everything does end up going their way, but a strong top 4 in Europe is going to be what stands between them and that success.
Well, so far, Karmine Corp have just about managed to wrestle the initiative here, but Magnifico aren't too bad defensively as Karmine Corp go on. Atto leaves it for Rise, and I've got to say, when they get going, they make things look simple.
It's a lovely fake from Atto too, because then realistically, then forcing Atomic has to think, okay, who's going to take this shot? Will Atto touch it down towards Rise? At that point, Rise is up, he's made the touch, and he's taken the shot.
They just spread around the pitch so incredibly well, the Karmine Corp.
Good
but these
demo.
demos might be important. Stizzy always snatched at it. That was a chance.
It was a chance for either Atomic to go for the ground pinch or Stizzy to end up going for a normal shot. Instead, they both try their own thing. It gets skied. A goal is not scored, and with 30 seconds left, it would have reduced that gap to just 1.
Oh, Atto is a menace. Atto is absolutely just the most frustrating person to play against.
Emotionally devastating. A demo, a fake, leaves the ball, hands it off to Rise on a silver platter. The final 20 seconds is going to...
On the flesh. Always beautiful watching Karmine Corp play. Are they going to get a 5th one for the road? Not quite this time. A goal for Magnifico would help them out with Vatira. It's the professionalism shown by Karmine Corp. The game is won, and still they're not giving anything away. Maybe Magnifico will get a goal. No. Yet again, more saves. Do not give your opponents a sniff. He can use it. He does, but sadly for him, the angles don't quite work out. But again, just little signs to Magnifico, something to work with, until Rise comes forward and almost scores.
Yeah, fake out from Rise leaves Atomic flubbering for the ball. Atto with 1 reset, 0 boost, gets 50. It's on target. With 0 boost, Atto is still a threat.
Atto, the only player for Karmine Corp who's even taken a shot in this game. He's got 4, and he turns that 4th one into a flip reset dunk and a half.
And they've had a lot of decent chances themselves too. Nice chance in the final minute for Rise to get bumped out of the way. Stizzy fakes out 1, but Vatira stays in position. Just about his momentum keeps him right in front of the goal, frustratingly for Stizzy. Stizzy's going to be up, challenges versus Vatira. Now that backboard sees it go central again from Stizzy. All over the place, sets up Atomic. We have a level game.
Well done, Magnifico. They kept their bravery up. Stizzy refused to be beaten, kept himself in the play, and then got the perfect touch towards Atomic, who has the simple job of putting it away to make it 1-1. 52 seconds left.
Hounding the defense.
Atomic gets the save, an all-important touch from the Spaniard, and then Tox sees things away. 5 seconds now between us and overtime in game 2, but will there be? No, there was the man. Tox there puts it to the side, though. He does read it well. Atomic, he might be able to get this one into the center. Perfect touch pass, Rise. Tees up Stizzy, who could have done more again.
As Stizzy gets bumped on the backboard. Now Tox, right-hand side, low on boost. What can he do with it? Just pass it over towards Vatira. Rise will be first to this ball. It bounces down. It's a tap-in. And unfortunately, it comes off the nose of Stizzy. But if he wasn't going to tap it in, Vatira was ready to poach.
Yeah, you might as well get a touch. Hope you can somehow force this one around. Rise had already
Get rid of it. Send the ball towards the net. Atto then cannot possibly push up. And that's one shot on target again. A diving save happening time and time again. Tox goes high. Central for him. Atomic shies away from it. Now Stizzy to chase himself back.
It's more generally solid play here from Magnifico, but the question is, can they take a lead? Maybe not with Vatira taking touches like that. You have to stay alert against Karmine Corp. Just when you think you have the attack, the pressure, they put it against you in 1 split second. Atto almost gets it towards Rise and Vatira. Should have composure by backing out, and in the end, score.
Great bump, too, on the back. I believe it was Atto who managed to get it. Chasing around, bumps Tox out the way. Stizzy has to come backwards. Rise hits every piece of woodwork on his way, and Vatira can then touch him. And Tox trying to go for those annoying, not like nonsense plays where if you're Karmine Corp, you think, no, that ball was going here. That's where I'm flying to. Tox wants to dive in, be awkward, be frustrating, and the double tap does not go KC's way. Final 2 minutes now with that Karmine Corp lead still very much going to be bearing on Magnifico's mind. We've not really seen much change coming from their timeout, and the big push on the demos leaves their net completely open. Atto capitalizes.
Yeah, just one overcommit, one attempt too many, one moment where perhaps you needed a bit more defensiveness against Karmine Corp.
The fact they've been going for this alley-oops, and they have been doing really well for them historically, I think now they are just maybe a bit too readable. Off the goal line, Tox again, shot down, Atto on target. It's 3 for Karmine Corp.
He just doesn't miss, does he? Atto shows them how it's done. Look at this, a slightly loose ball. He gets the flip reset on the way as well, for good measure. And then the finish is imperial.
Stop defending their Dragon's Horde.
And it is looking increasingly like Magnifico are going to go into Open Qualifier 3 on equal points, no better than Team Vitality, which is still extremely impressive for an unsigned team, by the way, at any orgs watching right now. Please pick these guys up.
Quarterfinals, our closest quarterfinals it was, and their quality has only improved, and that is going to be Tox on the immediacy. It's a goal.
Not the first time we're seeing an early kickoff goal here for Magnifico. Decent play from Tox, good 50-50 play, knew what he was doing, gets the ball towards the Karmine Corp goal. Seeing from them, they have never let their heads drop.
Yeah, not at all. That kind of determination will get a team extremely fast. Stizzy finds Atomic, gets the catch. It's a little bit awkward. Gets the bump in the end, though. Makes the best of it. And the timeout wasn't this game. It was the last one. Atomic, he is learning.
I love that as well, especially against Rise, because I remember a goal yesterday.
Sent long from Stizzy, then returned to Stizzy. From Atto, Rise sends it high, Tox now midfield. Atomic can shoot that as she takes it low. I love the idea. I love the execution.
And there was me, about to critique Atomic's touch here. I saw this moment now, and I was like, oh, that's not the best touch. But he knew what he was doing. He reread Vatira, forced it the way in. Plenty of ways to score a goal. 3-0 Magnifico.
Completely muscles Vatira out the way. Shows him who's boss. And it wouldn't be a European series without a kickoff fiasco.
This is brilliant. What, is it a fiasco, or is it just a good kickoff from Karmine Corp? They've gone for the bot pinch, and it's worked. I love it.
It's a fiasco for Magnifico, the fact that they've just scored.
A teammate to his right. Stizzy's there. Tox is just waiting. Good shape in this game to Magnifico. A bit more attacking. Pushing forward more often.
I think finding themselves also, yeah, you're right, and they're also finding themselves a little bit more pushed out. Stizzy taps it onward with the inversion.
Oh, great
what a pass! Central division from Atomic! My gosh, man!
Nolly-esque from the full major last season when he just opted to pass when everyone else was screaming shoot. Atomic made the exact same choice there. Tox was on the same wavelength, and once again, Magnifico have a 3-goal lead.
We see Magnifico pass Central time and time again, and that kickoff, by the way, Rise is there to take the shot. Tox shuts him down. It still goes in favor of Karmine Corp. Few more seconds burned off the clock, but that demo slowed them down for a minute. Atto then fakes out Stizzy, takes that low 50, waits to jump till the last second, knows Vatira is going to be on his. The doink into the reverse air dribble is something that I didn't know I needed to see in pro play. Stizzy, you've got to do it again for me, kid. That was wonderful. And Rise gets on the end of a wonderful pass too. Vatira to Rise, the old duo back at it.
There they are, Stizzy, he got bypassed, and then Vatira not just popping it off for Rise, then going for the bump as well to make the save.
Do or die for Magnifico. Atomic wants to challenge on that ball as early as possible. Vatira finds Rise, finds Atto, who shies away from it, realizes that Tox is going to be there first. That then allows his attack to continue in a completely different fashion.
Stizzy, though, gets an all-important touch, almost gets the second as well. Atomic sends it goalwards, won't score from this, but does make Atto have to think for
It's time off the
what's
clock.
going to be happening next, and it's more time off the clock. More good stuff for Magnifico.
Double demo for Tox. It's completely open, and it's Stizzy to send it home. 2 ahead now. They bring themselves yet another buffer in an 8-goal thriller.
Magnifico show their mettle.
Puts it out of the reach. Stizzy with a pre-jump. Don't think it matters if he makes contact here. Magnifico, when they needed to, in game number 4, 3-0 down, they have secured at least one game against the Giants of Europe.
Soon as this ball hits the floor, this series will be alive, incredibly imposing. I think they are 1 game loss away from worrying at all. You know, at the moment, there is nothing there of fear. But with these early leads to Magnifico, that's going to keep on changing.
In game number 1, they had a goal in 2 seconds. In game number 4, they had a goal in about 4 seconds. In game number 5, another 4-second opener.
Vatira is almost found by Rise. He is in the end. It's up against Vatira. Vatira to the ceiling. Would love to equalise here and now. Tox can only get as far as Atto, and it's a simple goal in response.
We're seeing the Sharks on the floor take out as many players on as they can. Karmine Corp are not letting up. When they see anybody sitting a little bit still,
It's over the top of a couple of them. Tox up to make the save in the top corner. Karmine Corp starting to get the initiative here against Stumpy.
definitely Karmine Corp putting on that pressure. Rise backflipping away from the ball, but Vatira, we said they were a Hydra earlier. If there's one error, it doesn't matter too much, because then you will see a final player coming in. Atto outplaying Atomic. Rise backflipping, calls Vatira in.
One goal will change everything. Vatira, he's dunked out by Stizzy. Great play from him. Rise clears it long, but Tox is waiting. A bit of pressure here from Magnifico. The foul, the Atomic shoots, and that is a quality Rocket League goal at any level.
That's beauty. Tox, high, avoids that next touch completely, fakes out Atto, who's already dived off the backboard. The shot from Atomic is pixel perfect. And then continue with a little bit of incentive to make sure this does not go to overtime, where it favours Magnifico, despite the win earlier for Casey. Atto up for the double and puts Magnifico down for the count.
Atto with the bullet, a tiny bit of space, and he uses it to its fullest advantage. Not an easy chance at all, Stumpy. Dashing his way just to get something on the ball. Low on boost, Karmine Corp, but high on spirit. Stizzy up against Rice. He gets the bump, does he? No, he just misses it. The two Karmine Corp players take each other out. Stizzy doesn't even...
A close series. The match is ready. From most people's perspective, Oxygen has some hurdles to tackle here. BDS stands as the favorite, but Oxygen has made it clear that does not matter to them. One best of 7 stands as the last barrier to a grand finals.
If they can take down BDS.
Do you see Monkey Moon starting us off here in the midfield? The one player, though, that everyone had eyes on coming out yesterday's broadcast was Drally, not needed at all for this goal. Monkey Moon has the shot, and Exotic had the bump.
Yeah, 50-50 went pretty even here for Oski, but Archie being out of the play left Ixo alone, and he has been bumped completely out of the way to lead it. Yeah, nice cut there by Ixo to get the ball on target. It was well defended. Oh, and what is that fake from Drally? It's gone in for Monkey Moon for 2-0. Well, regardless of Drally's intentions, that definitely faked out the last defender. Oski thought Drali's making a touch, and it's just gone straight through him. And
Time round. Thankfully, he does have the cavalry backing him up. Drali doesn't get too much on it. Up goes Exotic, and this is a chance to put it in. Everyone's launched. It still stays 2-0.
yeah, BDS, even when they are sending 2 players into the Oxygen goal, are able to maintain their pressure. The third is probing, waiting for their chance to move into the play. Oxygen need to break free somehow. They need to find a way to get this ball into the orange half of the pitch. BDS are just not slowing down for a second. Drali with the flip reset, shoots it low and in for 3-0. Now, it wasn't the most powerful touch, but that angle was not what Oxygen were ready for.
Might be said that getting a less powerful touch was the best thing for him because it dropped it just underneath where Archie's car could reach. It is a long time, Johnny, since I've seen a player introduced to this high level and look this comfortable this quickly.
He's just so scary on the ball, is Drali. And again, scoring to make it 4. I mean, this team have just been something else, especially in opening games this tournament. Yesterday, winning 6-0 against Gentlemates. I mean, Oxygen are showing some life.
You see it and you assume he's too far forward. This time he is.
Okay.
He's not getting back in time to stop Ixo scoring the first.
Yeah, it's Exotic not realizing that Archie's behind him in the back corner there. Thought that he could take the ball to the back corner, grab the boost. Archie beat him to the boost and controlled the play and bought time for Archie and Oski to recover.
Oxygen are doing good at just reading when the pre-jumps are going to happen. But now Drali's got an open shot. Doesn't get all of it. BDS have put themselves in a great position, though. They don't want to give this one up for easily. Oski, good interception, but they've gone underneath. And Drali slots it in, 1 each.
Well, Drali saw the opening down low. It was Ixo pre-jumping that left that as an available thing. I think Archie and Ixo there.
Oxygen did great with the defense. Their goal came pretty close to a kickoff. What can they do now from open play? Infield, Monkey Moon! Oh, it's hit Drali, but Monkey Moon can finish off the job. Just took a second attempt.
Well, Drali able to produce speed where Oxygen did not expect it, and he centers the ball and demos the goalkeeper with the same flip.
A little bit too much here. And BDS are spotting, playing it lower more often, taking control.
Oh.
Uma clear, straight to Exotic. Now Drali's in yet again. They've got so many orange cards. It was just to be bullied on the defense.
I mean, just when you think Oxygen are getting an attack going, suddenly it's a 3v1. And Oski lining up the save. Did not have the chance to get it.
Pass was too high for Oski. And that is going to do it. BDS double up their lead.
And once more, just a strong performance from BDS. Oxygen slightly improved. They're going to get another in their net as well. Just to add insult to injury. And, you know, a slight improvement is not enough. BDS are a noticeable level ahead today. Oxygen need.
It's just getting small wins. Waiting for the rest of your team to be in a good spot, while BDS are in a fantastic spot right here. And they are going to get their first goal of game number 3.
It's just too easy for Drali, isn't it? Exotic to the backboard. Monkey Moon diving in before the goalie can react. And they're all just there. Every single forward in front of it, exactly as the ball reached him. Oh, that's a perfect time shot by Drali again. Infield from Monkey Moon. They're just simply too fast to the play every time. It's BDS getting to the ball before Oxygen. And that was it. Yeah, they do desperately need one here. Drali
there you go.
in an awkward spot. Oh, what a shot by Ixo. Chases Drali up on the back wall. And then finally it's Oxygen who are able to get to the ball first as Ixo perfectly slots it over his shoulder. That is a finish and a half. That one. Controlling defense from Oxy. Flicks over 2 actually, but of course Monkey Moon's there to send it all the way back with some extra change.
There's 2 players for that as well. Just make sure that Exotic got the bump so they can't keep it going. But here's Archie yet again.
Okay.
And he's managed to, I feel like that's a steal. There's no way that wasn't already going in.
Ixo beating Exotic to the punch though is the kind of interception that they need. You're absolutely right, it is a goal steal. Great goal steal there from Archie, padding the stats.
Beautiful.
Those are the plays that Oxygen have been missing. They rarely beat their opponents to the ball in this matchup, and that time they have. Then the big kickoff hasn't really worked out immediately here, but it might still pan out well for them. Ixo will get his goal this time, and this is all from the chaotic kickoff Oxygen have managed to insinuate.
Well, there's one way of putting it. It's also a way of saying double commit disaster class from them. BDS.
And just a few seconds left for Oxygen to tie the series against all the momentum.
How on earth has this happened? Raleigh looking to try and create something.
They're not autopiloting, they're not in their flow state in these moments. They're having to actively think and rely on intense communication. And it's difficult, clearly, once again to these positions, though. I mean, that looks a little bit too easy, a little bit too automatic. So Monkeyman walks the ball into the middle with not enough resistance. And yeah, that's the easiest goal you're going to see all day for Exotic.
So BDS trying to right the shit.
To stop another attack and stop another shot on target.
Yeah, it's nowhere near what it was in the first 2 games. BDS have been a little... Might get a chance to finish the sentence. They're still fine. They're all good.
Oh, I don't think Archie had the read. Oski didn't think that Drally was going to go. He just waited.
Sending them even further forward, looking for bumps, looking to still boost. Finding reasonable success as Exotic drop down pass, and Monkeyman will finish it off.
Oh, it's just a beautiful 1-2 play there. Exotic running ahead of the ball and taking everyone out of the game. Both Archie and Ixo have gone for that one, and they're both set 3 games to 1, and timeout has been used already. You know, it's, I think, an improvement on their Swiss matchup against BDS, but it has not been enough. And after all is said and done, it's another goal for BDS. It's another 4-0 on the scoreline.
Tell you what, when BDS win, they do it in some sort of fashion, don't they? Do not allow it to be a close game.
I mean, they've won 4-0, 4-1, and 4-0 now, assuming there's no more goals here. It's really quite astonishing. I mean, Oxygen can try so many different strats here, but every time they leave a small gap, BDS are there to score it, and they're not, like, it's almost more than Oxygen in most of the games we've seen today.
Oxygen on the edge of being eliminated. All comes down to this next goal and who gets it. The side, Oski looking to try and work some magic. Back out to Ixo. Gonna get challenged early by Exotic. And Ixo did well just to stay low. Look for the pinch shot. Love the idea. Doesn't quite work out. We have so quick all the time. Archie outplays one. Now I've got to get past Raleigh. Does that? That's Monkeyman. They've got past everybody. Still not enough because the recoveries are that quick.
Oh, it's Exotic there with just such a little boost, but knowing that he has to stay in the middle anyway, he can't pick that moment to run away and get a big boost pad. I hope you're all taking notes back home. Sometimes you have to play the ball. Sometimes it's better to stay active in the play, like Exotic was there. Now hand this go in. It's Ixo off the inside of the post. It's across the net and out.
Can get an over touch. Up goes Archie. Still not enough, and it ricochets off Oski's cup. Exotic ceiling reset, ends up leaving it for Monkeyman, who drops it. Drally doesn't get too much on the shot, but Exotic looks to change it. Back one again for Monkeyman. Oh, he's hit everything but the goal. Drally finishes it. 1-0. KC versus BDS is your grand finals.
I don't think anybody's complaining about that, except maybe Oxygen.
Is ready, ladies and gentlemen. Grand finals have arrived. It's BDS versus the Blue Wall. There's really not much to say here, but get ready. We have Cole and Stumpy ready to light up the field with our grand finalists, BDS versus K-Corn.
BDS, they managed to win 3 on a trot and then couldn't secure a single one in the next 4 attempts. Karmine Corp, they don't want it to be that close, and Rise starting off the scoring for the Blue.
It's the reverse of what we saw earlier on in the semi-final when they were a goal down in 2 or so seconds. This time, from another kickoff play, the complete opposite. Rise doing what
Cool for the Blues.
Karmine Corp who now have a slight monkey off their back in the sense that they have made it to Copenhagen. That is guaranteed. So playing with house money here, but they will of course still feel the pressure from Team BDS, especially with passing plays like that.
From one end of the pitch to the other, midfield finds Drally, finds Monkeyman, finds corner, Exotic, and then success at the end. We saw it from Rise, goes towards that sidewall, boosts up instead of going to the wall, wants to get there as quick as he can. Exotic over the top, Drally's going to receive, only Rise to beat, is near target, anyone to shoot, who else but Monkeyman?
Look at the pace here from Drali. Look at the confidence. Exotic. He beat his man, and Drali was pretty much already up. A double beat there for Team BDS. And they are showing as they...
Seconds gone.
Rise, though, puts it into the corner. Monkey Moon is already up there, beats it away. Karmine Corp, they've not gone behind in series so far in this single elimination playoffs, and they still might not. It falls to Atto, and he makes no mistake.
30 seconds remaining, and from that pinch, Rise fakes. That's almost everything. It's a combination goal of everything that we have seen so far throughout.
They're going to have to be holding on now, but Tira, another demo comes in from Atto, and Rise stabs into the heart.
A late winner, potentially, with Batira avoiding the ball. Fakes out the flip reset as well. Bottom corner found for Rise. But 6 seconds. BDS going up against one of the best kickoff teams in Europe. A chance for them to upset. With Atto taking it very safely towards the side. Nobody being too crazy on the side of Karmine Corp. That one pinching long is going to ground as many of their opposition into dust. We've seen demos now starting to come through, and Atto responding with one on Monkey Moon. Batira to the ceiling with the reset, and then the double Batira. Grand final magic.
He just kept on going. First, the flip reset bounces off the ceiling. Passes Drali. Rise is there as well for some reason. Why not?
No. Exotic shutting it down.
Team BDS doing just about enough to avoid going 2-0 behind. I thought that was going to be Rise. Had a real open shot there. It could still happen. No, the two of them on the goal line. BDS holding out.
Batira now up high, dodges the demo from Exotic, lures two into the play, drops it low, a miss from Exotic, double players again from the backboard. Monkey Moon and Charlie fake, bumped, completely deceived.
You just knew. When Atto went up, he had Rise in front of him. He hunts down Monkey Moon, then he turns his attention to Exotic. He's trying to snake his way around, but no one cares, say Karmine Corp. 8 seconds left. We can keep you out for this long. We can keep you out for a few more seconds. It's going to be 2-0 to Karmine Corp, and Team BDS track Atto's touch. A bit of pace, a bit of creation from them. I want to see all of them in the Karmine Corp half really try and make them struggle. They get in each other's way, but it worms its way in, and the buff works.
Pinch in top corner. Thank you very much, says Monkey Moon. Atto and Batira bumping each other respectively, and then Monkey Moon, not even a pinch, just managing to slot it the opposite side.
Not this time, just the default, but it does allow Rise in. Atto wants to get the double, can't quite do it. Exotic, lovely little play, letting the ball run across his body so he can
brilliant.
Follow it up. And then here he is again. Exotic is coming online.
A man on fire, Exotic, in this entire event so far. Flicks it high, forces Batira, forces Rise as well to make a decision and then shy away from it, and he can then carry on. We've seen the fact that
he's the player for Team BDS now who really is coming online and waking up.
It's brilliant.
Sign for him, but Batira goes to the ceiling. It's a great first touch. Then he gets the bump. Oh my goodness, they're all involved. None of them can get a touch until Rise steams in and scores.
A conveyor belt coming through for Karmine Corp. Batira up high, bumps two out of the way. Drali with a miss. And Rise on the relative. Yeah. And we just saw there, basically all of them had about 30 combined. But now Batira steals boost, gets the demo for double effect, then gets another bump, and then Rise can't tap it in. Neither can Batira. Who's going to be there next? Is Monkey Moon to save it away? Touch on anybody. Continues going bump for Atto, not enough boost.
Karmine Corp using this bump meta a bit too often in the
What's
fakes.
happening?
BDS are waiting because they're not sure whether to go for the ball or not, because Karmine Corp never make it clear what they're attempting.
A fake after fake after fake, followed by a miss, followed by a couple more misses, and then a beautiful bit of tiki-taka in the orange half.
Here come Team BDS. Rise into the corner. Exotic is waiting. He goes for the pass. It's the right decision. Moon scores!
Phenomenal play for BDS. We see a passing play to get Casey back in it, and then another to send them straight back out. Exotic relieves the ball to Monkey Moon. Batira awkward post driving. Can't jump up. BDS, a late winner potentially, but the final 5 seconds. We've seen what 6 seconds can do. A double fake kickoff. It will not be what Karmine Corp wanted. Now Drali just to the floor, and you get over the top. Monkey is going to be the saviour on this attempt, pinching towards the other side of the pitch. This ball not finding its home or any alliance in either side. And then a shot ripped on net by Exotic. BDS a lead.
Here he is again, Exotic. Clean finishing has taken Karmine Corp to major victories before. They turned away from him, thought they needed more, but he is always...
Ground wants to go for the bump, as does Atto. Only gets Vatira. A reset from Rise, a fake from Rise, a shot from Rise, but a save. BDS stay firm. That ball and a shot on target for Karmine Corp. Does roll a little bit too slowly.
Rise tees up Vatira. It almost sprays over the top of Drali. Drali has to stay as tall as possible. Can't quite force it in yet again. 45 seconds left. Karmine Corp finally beginning to knock on the door. Can they make this happen? They're sent back yet again. Exotic has the clean shot. Vatira with the undersuiting, but the opportunity just not coming. BDS send it away yet again. Rise tees up one more chance. Exotic says no, at least for now.
Rise now up high with enough boost to get some real distance on it. Vatira is up next. The one, the second, but no!
Exotic as well, having those clean shots. Vatira, that's where you certainly want him. The redirects, the fancy plays. 2 chances, 1 for each team. Both go begging. Monkey Moon maybe doesn't miss this one. BDS are turning this ship around.
And Monkey Moon is going to be at the helm. Exotic sends it over one defender. Monkey Moon on with complete and utter speed. Vatira was near enough on that midfield. Sees Exotic beat out Atto. Rise can take a leisurely stroll away from that ball. Gets a very awkward touch around. On target, Monkey Moon to dunk, and it goes in.
Just everything beginning to fall the way of Team BDS. Rise. It looked like he had this covered. It also looked like Drali had missed his opportunity. But Monkey Moon, the 21-22 world, keeping themselves alive even further. Drali has a chance to shoot this one. Preflip gang is here. Monkey Moon shoots, but it's saved.
It caught Atto completely off guard, that touch, and yet he still dealt with it from Monkey Moon. That, however, is completely open, and Exotic leaves nobody behind, no witnesses, as BDS secure 3-0 in Game 5.
Yet again, though, it's because Team BDS are starting to expect...
Comes Atto out of the way, makes it awkward. KC are being hounded in their own half.
The amount of boost deals as well that BDS players are having as they're coming out. Drali beating Vatira cleanly to the ball. Huge save from Atto. It's going to count for nothing because still it's
4-0. BDS dominance in game number 5, and the angle from Drali forces Atto for the save, who does wonderfully to get it, by the way.
I mean, the game's over, but Karmine Corp would love a goal for the road here. It would do the world of good for their mentality. And I'm not getting louder and excited because I think all the comeback's on, but I think that matters in the next game.
Mate, if you came out and you said, all right, the comeback's on now, I'd have to kick you from the call. I'm sorry.
I want to test that theory.
I don't think I have admin rights, so you have called my bluff there, unfortunately. Oh, if only. 3 obviously unable to be come back from, and BDS an astonishing game number 5, the biggest goal difference that we have seen in any of our games so far. Wonderful play from...
And he hopped over though, skipped to the ball, and then jumped in joy because he got the save. But now here comes Rise down the other end. Karmine Corp stick to their principles and get the opener.
And that's after being shut out until the final 10 seconds of the previous game as well. They'll be very happy with the goal in just 40 seconds. Gives them a nice...
I mean, I'd say if I was a BDS fan right now, I'd still be expecting my team to come back the way things are going. Atto close to going 2 down. Karmine Corp keep hold of this slender lead. Drali could change that. Monkey Moon could change that. Vatira, another save to add to the collection.
Exotic tries to go for a ceiling play, isn't able to, but look, the BDS pressure building yet again. Monkey Moon relatively low on boost, pass off the ceiling. Exotic is there. Everybody fakes. No problem. BDS, the benefactors.
BDS, suddenly the finish line comes charging towards them as Atto and Vatira of all people, the double miss.
Unlike earlier on, nobody was close enough to follow. Vatira from the ceiling, on the reset, on the shot. It's open, on the line, and the save!
Rise! He went for it! His teammate could have scored! He pulled rank erroneously! Now it's Team BDS! Will they use that to push? Is that the inspiration they need to claim this regional? Atto, he fakes out 2 of them. Drali and Exotic almost squeeze it into their own net. Vatira's left all alone. 15 seconds left now. Rise into the center. Vatira gets it past Exotic. Drali is up and he's taking it in the game! It's gonna go into the back of the net! Maybe Game 7 approaches after all!
Karmine Corp let one go earlier. They're not going to let it happen again. Vatira locks on, removes the player. 7 seconds, and we've seen, as I say every time on these late winners, Magic happened from these spots. A kickoff going very neutrally. Exotic takes it back into the corner. Rise there with 100 boost. Tracks back nicely. Drali central. Nobody there for it. Moon does keep it up. Drali gets a demo. It's relatively open. Drali there for his central. I mean, nobody wants to be the first team to concede. Ultimately, it doesn't seem to matter. Especially when Vatira takes a blinder of a shot on Exotic from nowhere.
Cleanly, we are seeing some clean BDS touches, but they're going nowhere. As for KC, they get pre-jumps, they get attacks, they're alley-ooping it themselves, but it's sent over, at least for now. Atto shoots again, and Monkey Moon saves. The respawning Vatira. Charlie can't quite get that second touch. The BDS counter looks most dangerous for them, but has that been an overcommit? It's open! Back. No, there's not! One mistake too many!
We saw the composure in game number 6 from BDS, and then they send 2 players erroneously towards that ball. 3 minutes elapsed, only 1 goal gone in, and now he then has to block again. 2 players blocked from it. Rise, the only man to it. The double tap is there for him, but as is Drali.
Nerves of steel from the new man for Team BDS. More defending to come though. Monkey Moon over the top. Atto's coming in. Could kill it here, but Monkey Moon lands on the ball. Gets it towards Rise at least. Where's the defense gone? Left and right. In search of boost. Vatira shoots. Drali's
Their own half.
Drali, up the wall. Here he comes. The mechanical man, the 1v1 master. He's the player Team BDS need here. Monkey Moon is trying to approach. 20 seconds separate Karmine Corp and perfection so far from Europe. That mistake might make things easier for them, but still they survive. Charlie's there. He has a clean chance for a dribble. 10 seconds, Stumpy. Exotic goes long. Can this bump come in? Oh, it's so close. Monkey Moon now. Exotic there. He bounces. Monkey Moon shoots and scores.
Late game heroics have been the absolute death of both teams in this series, and Monkey Moon gets it round Vatira. 2 seconds remain. Surely we see an overtime between these two titans on this kickoff, ever so important. The right-hand side sees Rise go up high with boost, with a reset. Atto
calm and collected. Bit of chaos from BDS brewing, maybe. Exotic is up all alone. He goes for the shot, but Rise gets the save.
Rise now finding Atto. Central finds Rise. Only a 50 in the midfield with Drali. Monkey Moon with a lot of boost here, a lot of ambition to get yet another win underneath his belt. Drali challenges versus a single defender, but that single defender is Atto, and he's not letting it squeak through.
Drali's trying to get some bumps and demos on his way out, but instead he just has to settle for the boost. Target hit, Vatira somehow stays tall.
Got slapped about in his own net and still stayed in the perfect position to save it away. Atto with a reset tries to go low, but blocked out again by Monkey Moon. We approach 2 minutes. Vatira approaches the net, gets the bump, but Exotic with sheer determination can keep it out.
Nerves of titanium there to bait the bump, stay grounded, somehow get the save. BDS remain alive, but for how long? Vatira has Rise to his right. It's the age-old duo, and he almost squeaks it in. Monkey Moon approaches. He arrives at the near post. The continuous target. Atto! He gets the goal. Karmine Corp get their second open qualifier in a row.
Karmine Corp remaining unbeaten in main events.